section 2.3, we're going to review some of the more difficult formulas. We're going to start off with finding the kth percentile. And remember, k is just some variable, so that's just something we don't know. So when we're doing the box and whisker, we know it's easy to find the 50th percentile, that would be the median, the 25th percentile, which would be our Q1 or quarter 1, the 75th percentile, or Q3 or quarter 3. But what if we want to find anything else? Maybe the 20th or the 40th or the 60th percentile. And so this formula will allow us to find anything that we would like. So I have a 3-year-old son who's in preschool right now. I'm going to kind of use him as an example. I'm going to say that we are looking at the heights of 3-year-old boys in the local preschool, and we want to find the 30th percentile. We want to find out where that is so we can know who's below the 30th percentile in height and who's above the 30th percentile in height. So I just kind of made up some data there. You can see starting with 33, going all the way up to 42, and that's in inches. So those are the heights of the preschool 3-year-olds in inches. And we have a total of 20 data entries. So let's go ahead and see if we can find where that 30th percentile would be. Here is our equation for finding the kth percentile. Now, in our particular situation, we were trying to find the 30th percentile. So we know that that's going to be substituted in for k. Let's think about another thing that we need to find. So another thing we need to fill in here is the total number of data. And we do know that. We do know that we had 20 data entries, so we know that that's going to go there. And in the index, well, that's going to be kind of like what we're trying to find. That's kind of how far in we need to go into our data set in order to find where that 30th percentile will be. Now we can go ahead and plug those numbers into the formula and see what we get. So k is going to turn into 30. We wanted the 30th percentile. N will be 20 for the total number of data pieces. And before we run for our calculator, let's go ahead and just see if we can calculate this by hand quite easily. So 30 over 100 simplifies down to 3 over 10. And then I can go 3 times 21. I'm going to go 20, 40, 60, and then 1, 2, 3 to get 63. And dividing by 10 is simply just bumping the decimal over one place to the left. And I'm at 6.3 without a calculator. Now that we have that I, or the index, is 6.3, we can go back to our data and go ahead and count 6 in. So you can see I've highlighted in red. I went ahead and counted 6 numbers in, and we're at 6.3, so technically the 30th percentile is going to be just past 35. So we know all of those values that are 35 and under are below the 30th percentile, and anything above where that red arrow is, or in our case 36 and above, will be above the 30th percentile.